that line. A snowball in my kitchen. I watched it melt before my eyes. Strange overtones. It's not bad, right? I'm getting good. My ear's getting better. I'm like, I don't play along as much as I should, but like now, like I'm able to kind of start like sounding out like things a little bit. I'm recognizing like keys, which is cool. It's like a superpower. Anyway. Ooh, the candle popped. It is a superpower. It's not like you're it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I love this song so much. I want to go back a couple of seconds in the song. There was a lead. For my eyes. That part. Okay, so I have watched the snowball melt in the kitchen. Actually, when Lou was a little kid, I used to bring the snow in and we'd like dye it with food coloring and stuff. There's no reason we shouldn't be doing that still. Everybody should still be bringing snow inside and playing with it. Hey, good morning. How are you guys? So though the reason I had to pause it and be like, hold up, like, you know David Byrne did that. Can you imagine being in a kitchen with David Byrne? Like, did you hear my elbow change? That was fucking awesome. Inappropriate, like that my elbow would play a trill while I'm talking about David Byrne being in like a kitchen watching a snowball. Who was lucky enough to be in a kitchen with David Byrne? I did actually. I had a great night's sleep. It was super cuddly. Like the whole family fell asleep on the couch. Me, the kid, the dogs, the cat. Luckily, it's a big couch. Though we're getting a new one, so it's a smaller one. But it's necessary. This one's had its day. All right, so I'm gonna play this. I love that song. Oh, hold on 1 second though. I lost my thing. I hope you slept well too. Or are you just waking up? What time is it there? Like earlier this morning, I was looking at, actually what I wanted to play this morning was, I wanted to play Silent All These Years and Girl by Tori, but then I got completely sidetracked and distracted. Actually, the song Girl was really hitting me this morning. But, sorry. I realized, but that actually reminded me what I was going to say, so that's good. I was playing like a first and a third, which brings me to the next part of a chord, which is a fifth, a major chord. So what I realized today when I pulled up one of the song tabs was that when they show you like, I'll show you here if I can. Oh shit! Oh god damn it! That was very dramatic. I know my computer's not plugged in. Sorry. And the battery's about to go because the phone and the microphone are like shucking all the life out of it. Anyway, in tabs, it shows you, let's see here. It shows you like, can you see it right here? It shows you like that, like a fret, and then it shows you like what fret you're playing on each string, right? So it'll say like a G string and then a 5, so you play the 5th fret down. I can demonstrate it on the guitar actually. I think it's still in here. No, maybe not. No, it's not. I took it out. So I realized that, for instance, if it's a C, right, and it doesn't show me like what notes to play, it just shows the tabs and the fret markings. Well, if it says a 5, that's just my 5th. It's just the 5th note. Right? So if it says the 5th fret, then you're just playing an E. So anytime it says the 5th fret from the string, it's just isn't it just the 5th of the chord then? Like the right? Okay, anyway. Strange overtones. That was a little low. I need a vocal coach. So there's a person in my neighborhood, who I want to be. I am like single white femaling on this guy. He is everything. I'm so lucky that they are my neighbors. Like, and I swear to God, Rob put us here. Like, period. But congrats to him. He just got accepted into a really amazing opera program. Lucky fucking son of a bitch. No, he's not lucky. He's talented. I don't know why I brought him up though. I brought him up for a reason. I'm just gonna play. Maybe just because he's in my heart and I'm really excited for him. That was one of the reasons. Why did I bring him up? Oh, okay. I have like 18 songs open this morning. I've been working on other stuff and like had a really busy weekend. So it's like I haven't been playing in a minute aside from like what I've been practicing, which is like the same 2 songs. All right, here we go. What are we doing? It is strong, and you are tough, but a heart is not enough. Put on your socks and mittens. It's getting colder tonight. Snowball in my kitchen. I watched it melt before my eyes. Your song still needs a chorus. I know you'll figure it out. The rising of the verses love that song. I have never gotten sick of that song. I've never been like, I've heard it, you know? I did sleep well. Am I single? I always get weirded out when people ask me that. I am single. A single entity living on this planet. Among other single entities. I respond to that. I'm so disappointed. Wonder why I'm disappointed. I've addressed this in the other video, but only in a comment. I always thought the Chinese oranges, or the oranges from China and the song Suzanne were like some exotic version of an orange. And they probably were in the 60s. Like the Mandarin orange, like, granted, the Mandarin orange, culinarily speaking, and I did not expect this to go in this direction. The Mandarin orange, culinarily speaking, I think I messed up an adjective there or something. If we're talking about it in terms of food anthropology, right? Like Mandarin orange in the 60s and like even like between the 50s and up until probably the 80s. In the 70s it became more, I guess, conventional. But that would have been like the fancy thing that you bought in like the international aisle that not all the stores had. You know what I mean? Like if you were living in Dallas, like in the Dallas suburbs in the 50s, right? It would have been like a big deal when your grocer got like Mandarin oranges, whether it be in the can form or the fresh form. So it does have an exoticness in that time, right? But now it's just like, you mean those like oranges that they used to put on the Asian salad at Bradley's? That's what we're referring to here? You know, it kind of like de-romanticized the song for me. Anyway, all right. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter, but still keep them in long format. Which I gotta say, long format and the fact that there are times, surprisingly, and somebody was talking about this yesterday at the club. Can't remember who though, but they were saying that. Oh, I do remember who. Oh, it was this person I met, and so she watches. Hey, what's up? I met this like radio person yesterday, and she plays the cello, and she's really cool. But she was talking about this the other day. Hold on, I gotta roll back my tape. I love that I could do that. That's the only reason I would ever get like those like meta glasses, is so that I could like roll back my thoughts. Like, because sometimes, and it's not like I'm not like a burnout or anything like that. It's not like I can't remember like what I'm saying. It's that my thoughts are often complex and layered. You know what I mean? So like sometimes they like I lose my track, and I don't have the best like memory, honestly. Okay, hold on. It was an important thought. Was me. Or the oranges from China and the song Suzanne, Dallas, like in the Dallas suburbs in the 50s, right? Okay, yeah. It would have been like a big. We're getting there. Those like oranges that they format, which I got. Oh, long format, yeah, okay. So she was talking about like. I guess like their marketing that they're doing or whatever for the station or one of the other projects that she's working on. And she was saying how there was like a discussion about, you know, short format and long format. And this is stuff that like I'm learning about as we do my own channel, you know. Oh, thank you. Made me blush. So, she was talking about that, and I like this is my last thought, and then I'm gonna play. I'm so hopeful, like you know, as an educator and somebody who has serious ADHD and like has a kid that's coming up in this era, like I'm so concerned about our generation and the generations to come, like, and just humanity's ability I never, and it's crazy. This is just a new fear of mine in like the last couple of years with AI. Like, I'm really worried about our ability to track thought and to conceptualize and to like have these deep inner workings because we're giving so much of those little tasks that are needed to create larger cognitive tasks like intense thoughts and creating thoughts, and creating ideas and like synthesizing information, like things like that, that like you need to have like the little ability to like recognize errors in writing, like, and that was the whole thing with spell check, or just people are going to be so dumbed down. But there's a big difference between AI and spell check, and I'm a supporter of AI, don't get me wrong, I love AI. I'm just saying that so they don't come for me. It's not true. I have to play. Anyway, the thing that gives me hope is that there are days where my long format videos do better than my short format videos, and significantly better. Where I'll look and it's just people are watching only my long format, and then like that's awesome, like I love that people like are looking, and I think, and that's what she was saying too, is that there's this people want longer format, and that's really cool. Like it gives me hope. All right, it's 18 minutes. I don't think I played on this. Have I played yet? No. I don't know if I did. Let's go back to the beginning of this one. Have I really talked for 18 minutes and not played? I did play. It becomes a blur. I can't ever be a stage performer because I literally go into a space. Like when I play, I just like forget that there are people are there, But sometimes I forget I'm there. I like this performance. It needs to be a little faster. Um. All right, next song. I'm gonna go and come back for the next one. I'm trying to keep these, like I said, a little bit shorter. And then the only other thing I would say about like the other day is that like I played this piece, Satish Nipides, I think, number one. And it's a piece I'm working on, and it's a piece I'm working on in a less direct way. Like I'm kind of reinterpreting it. I'm like kind of over melancholy, so I'm like, can I play it and like substitute melancholy, with like strength or power or like resilience or something else, not that you can ever eliminate it from the song. It's part of the song, But I wanted to approach it differently, And then when I was performing it, well, for starters, I just finished like being able to get through it, So I'm like really early in the stages. But then, and I haven't practiced it enough. Period. Like I need to practice it more. But every time I play it, and this is my problem with repetitive practice. I get my creative part wants to come out. So every time I try to play something straightforward, the composer in me wants to reinterpret it or play around with it. And I love that Max Richter really addresses that in his Recompose series. I love his Vivaldi pieces. And so the reason I bring this up though is because there were things that were definitely wrong. There were great moments, but there were parts that were just way like where I was lost. I was literally lost in the song, and I was trying to like figure it out and while performing, which is never good, right? And my heart was racing, and like, and then like I usually don't look up and like look at the audience, but I was looking at the audience, and so that like affected me a little bit too, because I could actually see them like over, and and then I kept putting in an E flat, and so I kept making these like little like errors, and it was just like what was supposed to be like a 4 minute maybe song, what turned out to be like a 10 minute song during a performance, but I was making myself finish it, and then like I felt really bad as I was doing it for the crowd, but I didn't want to stop, you know, like I didn't want to like bitch out either, like so like I forced myself through, but there was like awkward moment where I was like, oh, I suck. Like I should have practiced more. I should have just played the first page. I shouldn't have made them suffer through this part, you know, which I'll do an excerpt next time, I think, of what I'm working on. Like, for instance, I'm working on the Schubert piece, and like I really feel comfortable with the first page. I would love to play the first page. I should have done that, honestly. Or like I should have just done Confessions, and I did Sati thinking it was going to be easier, but I think Confessions would have been easier for me, in a weird way. Sati's so hard in his simplicity. He really is. It's not simple. But so this is my last thought, and then I'm going to switch over and do maybe 2 more songs if I have the time. And that's another thing, my rule, like that I'm kind of doing now during summer break, especially with Lou being home, and just in general with Lou. I just like I'm trying to play while she's not, you know, here. Like, you know, they don't want to take time from her, and so it's already been enough of that. So I am trying to play before 7 and after 9, you know, and so that this morning I got up way early, like beat the sun, so I had like a lot of time to get some stuff in. It's exciting. All right, let's play. I'll be back.